Hi, friends. Hi, Facebook land. How's everybody doing tonight? It's Sunday. The week's about to start. Are you ready? I am so excited to come live tonight with my first episode, Maven's Rule. Oh, that might be the new title. I've been trying to figure out what I'm going to call this. So I'm going to give it a second and let Stephanie join me. Hi, Melanie. Hi, Vicki. How are you? All right, here's stuff. Excited. Hi, Sherilyn. You are a rock star, girl. Hi, Kevin. Okay, Steph. I just hit the invite button, girl. Join. Who's excited? Do you guys know what a maven is? So I actually just, hi, Steph.
Hi.
Woohoo! Can you guys comment? Can you make sure you can hear both Steph and I? Can y'all hear this? Because it's going down, down, down. All right. Yes, we got rock stars on this. I'm loving it. Yay. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of background real quick. Who am I and why am I doing this, right? And so I'm Dana Glass, and I have created a beta program, and Stephanie's one of my girls in my program. And the beta program is for, it was overall for entrepreneurs. It's not just network marketing, and it's called Teach Me to Dominate. And I call my girls mavens because we are rocking and rolling. A maven is someone that owns, she dominates her zone. Initially started out in fashion, but we're kicking it over in every area, right, Steph? So
Yes.
Steph is learning how to dominate as her own CEO. And so I wanted to bring her on tonight and share because her journey is quite incredible. And, you know, she has, shared some things with me personally. So we're going to get down and gritty tonight because it's time to rock the world in network marketing. Right, Steph?
Yes.
Yes. We're tired of seeing people get hurt. We're tired of people talking negatively about it. And you know what? I love the industry. I love network marketing. I'm trying to think how many years have I been in network marketing now? I can't even tell you guys. Like my girls were small. I have a picture. My baby was like 7. So I'm going to say a good 15 years at least, maybe more like 20. So I've got some experience, had huge success, some amazing getaways, hit major ranks in companies, and been in many companies. I'm not gonna lie about that, actually. I used to hide behind that. I have taken all my lessons learned and put it into my beta program so I can help other women not make the same mistakes I've made. Because I wished I had had the training that, before. So Steph, tell me what you're getting out of the beta program real quick. Like, what are you loving about it, girl? Because you are truly unleashing who you are. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I cannot wait to see. I mean, you're just dominating, girl. Like, seriously, your success is like right there. Like, you have people that are just looking up to you and they're hanging on to every word that you're saying. So you're truly killing it right now. So share with them what you're taking away from the beta program.
I think what I'm loving so much about the beta program is just the relationships and the connections with the women that I've made. I've found things that we have in common in our tribe, similar interest, similar things that we're seeking after,
Yeah.
but also learn to appreciate our differences and the different giftings that we have and what we all bring to the table.
Yes.
So it's been exciting because it's a small group, but we've all been able to be supportive of each other and to bond together and to really help on our journey. So that's my favorite part of the program.
I love that.
Making lots of connections.
I love it. So tonight, I will hope that if you're in network marketing, you hear our love voice, because I will tell you what I did. Before I did my beta program, I had different people commenting on different posts. So I reached out to different entrepreneurs, different companies, different ranks, and I interviewed them because I wanted to know how they got where they're at. And I mean, huge success in women entrepreneurs. So I'll just tell you, I interviewed women because my passion's for mavens, you guys. So no offense, gentlemen out here. I love that we're all killing it together, but my heartbeat is for women because I know we spin in a lot of plates and I want to see them have success and have that stream of income that they can do what they want to do. So I interviewed tons of women, you guys, and I asked them specific questions like such as, you know, what was your biggest mistake in network marketing? You know, what are some things that you wish someone had told you? Lessons learned, you know, how do you operate? So many women still have full-time jobs and businesses. This one gal in particular, she's killing it. And if you're on here, girl, you know who I'm talking about. She's killing it. And this is what she told me. Dan, I dedicate 1 hour a night, right? So we want to talk about a little bit tonight because we hear from so many women, they're tired of the hype. They're tired of feeling, you know, their hands are up, like, don't talk to me about any company, right? Right, Steph? Have you heard that stuff?
Yeah.
Like, I've been hurt. And so, you know what? I want to be a change agent, and I know Steph does too, in the industry because it's a wonderful industry. Anybody can create any kind of income you want. Most people talk negatively about it because, you know, sometimes it's pushing them out of their comfort zone, right? And so, you know, that's another whole episode. But tonight we want to talk about when people have been hurt and how we as leaders can help prevent any more of that. Because I'm going to stay in network marketing and I love it. I'm creating streams of income in it. I'm creating my own brand, dannerglass.com. It's coming. My new website's coming because we can be change agents. So, Steph, so tell me, I know your story a little bit, but just tell them a little bit, like, they all know Dana Glass has been in, like, what, 4 companies? 4? I can't even keep track, you guys, honestly. So, Steph, tell them a little bit about you. Like, how many companies have you been in, and have you ever felt the hurt?
My journey started about 6 or 7 years ago. Actually, probably a little bit longer. To really back it up, my first exposure to network marketing was a little bit scary. I met a woman at random, and she was just kind of one of those hyped up and high pressure, like over the top. And Aaliyah was young, and what she was telling me was exciting as a single mom and having a little girl, but it was nerve-wracking for me. Like, she was just too over the top. So my first exposure, I was really turned off and scared of network marketing. I'm like, online stuff, I could never do this. I mean, you know, so my daughter's 12. That was probably 10 years ago, my first exposure. After that, I was introduced to a direct sales company by Dana, and that was my first experience. And I didn't have a lot of confidence back then in myself as a business person. I hopped on board because I was really excited about the product and about the opportunity. I never want to pass by an opportunity, especially when it's with somebody that I trust. So I'm like, okay, you know, I'll try this. I trust you, so let's do this. But I wasn't ready, and there was some hurt that kind of happened in that. And as much as I wanted to believe in it, it just wasn't for me at that time. So then I was introduced to another business by an amazing gal, and she was a dance mom, and she was the only dance mom that talked to me at the dance studio ever. Our girls danced with each other, and this was before they went to school together. Yeah, she was the only one that made me feel
wild. I'm over here like,
it,
wow, the only mom.
Yeah.
I'm a dance mom. Well, I'll be a dance grandma next, but I've been a dance mom. So.
So yeah, I mean, she accepted me. She stepped out of her comfort zone to get to know me, and she invited me to these meetings, and I went. I rode with her. She was pretty much a complete stranger, and I rode with her over to Marshall, and we went to this event, and it ignited me. I was so excited about what these people were doing and with this community. It seemed like they were really, you know, changing, making a difference in people's lives. So I did that for a while, and I learned a lot, and I grew a lot, and I built a lot of awesome relationships, and it was a great season of my life. And my husband and I parted ways from that. Then was on, after it took us a while, I watched Dana for a little bit and a couple of her adventures, because I always followed her because I loved her and, you know, trust her and believe in her. But it was on to our third company. And oh my gosh, that was an incredible experience. And again, it was something that we believed in so much. We still believe in the product. We still believe in the people, but we didn't believe in ourselves. You know, through that, we kind of doubted ourselves because of our past failures. And we were partnered up with some great people that believed in us, but it wasn't enough. And so we weren't consistent in that business. as much as we believed that it would happen, it was moving so slow. You
So I
know,
wanted to stop you real quick right there.
Mhm.
So do you guys hear her, the thread between all of this? Here's what I want you guys to hear. As a network marketer, as your own CEO, what you must do is personally develop all the time, which is why she left the last company, the one before, because that's what it was about. Personally develop who you are. Never, ever stop. I don't care until the day you die. That is crucial, because as you grow, your network will grow, because you're going to grow. And so Stephanie's absolutely right. So many times opportunities come, but you're not ready for it. And so one thing that I have learned in my own journey was also success. You define whatever success is for you. So one of my struggles was I had this amazing team. We were doing amazing things, but I just couldn't quite hit that top rank of the company. But there were a lot of things behind the scenes that people just don't know. And so, you know what? Does that mean I wasn't successful? We did millions of dollars in sales, but maybe I didn't measure up. So I didn't feel like I measured up. So I'm telling you guys, you have to personally develop who you are. Don't stop ever, right, Steph? That's critical. I keep hearing it in your story. And so that's why she joined my program, right, Steph? Was because
Yeah.
we're tired. So just like me, I hired a business coach this year, and I paid a lot of money because I was ready to dominate. I'm ready to quit. I'm giving myself permission to unleash Dana Glass. It's a real Dana Glass. And that's another whole episode about we're going to talk about being authentic a little bit, right? Actually, let's just go right into that, because sometimes when you're approaching people, your mind is about getting that next person. And we lose focus of the main thing, which is the main thing, which is the main thing. And that is
building relationships.
And we have talked about this. Actually, that's why Stephanie's been in a couple companies with me, right? Even though she's like, oh my God, how many things is she going to do?
What are we doing now, Dana?
Like, Dana Glass, here we go again. Like, yes, I get it. And so building relationships. So go ahead, Steph, because this is your hot topic, girl. I love this, because relationships are key in life, but especially network marketing.
Yeah, I just feel like in network marketing and in business,
hot up in here. I gotta take my jacket off.
Building the relationships is what's going to help contribute to success, because network marketing, it's the same as employment. I know people don't really look at it that way. Like, people jump from job to job. They jump from one opportunity to the next opportunity. It may be something that's better for them and their family. If it's an employment job swap, people don't have anything to say except those kudos. But you leave a network marketing company and go to another one, like, God forbid.
And sometimes you don't know until you get into it, or maybe you grow into a different spot. There's so many dynamics that happen that make people go into decisions. And I did a video a couple of days ago about stop the madness, stop bashing people, and stop bashing the company you're leaving too, by the way. You joined it for a reason. So I talked about that. I talked about bashing, the people. Don't burn your bridges, you guys. Don't. So, because you just never know. You never know. So go ahead, Steph. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but that was such a good.
Oh, that's fine.
We tag team with this vlog tonight, right?
Yeah.
We're burning down the house.
It's somewhere that this is just an area we're so passionate about. And we've always been able to keep that strong relationship and connection no matter what we're doing, even if we're not on the same journey together. We stay connected and we support each other because we love each other. So I guess just the point I really want to get across is building relationships is key to success in network marketing and business. And you've got to learn to build and nurture those relationships, not only online, but in person.
Yes.
Offline, get together one-on-one. Maybe it's coffee, maybe it's dinner, maybe it's sitting on the couch and talking about a book you've been reading, catching up on the phone for 15 minutes. Doing Skype so you can see face-to-face, using FaceTime, just making those connections. But there's just something about that personal touch when you're in person. You can feel their energy. You can hug on them. Like, they know you're authentic. And I love connections. So, online, you can nurture those relationships too, because with how busy and chaotic life is, sometimes that's what you have to do. Our beta program girls, we're all over the place. So we can via Zoom, but we all get to see each other.
Yes.
And like over the weekend, last weekend, I got to meet one of the gals face to face. And that was amazing to me. Just this past weekend, I met another girlfriend. We're in business together, but we've never met each other face to face. We see each other on the internet. And she was a sweetheart. And I'm like, I'm so excited to get to know her better. But I would have never met these people if I wouldn't have decided to get into network marketing and be in business. So for me, it's been really crucial in my life to stay connected with like-minded people, and to spend quality time with those people, to take special interest in them,
Yes.
you know, in what they're going through and in their life. It's not just about the business you're in or the product or service that you're selling. You got to live life together too.
That's, you know, so let's elaborate on that a little bit, because so many times at the end of the day, network marketing is about the connections. The product or service is the byproduct, and we lose focus of that. So one of the things I'm teaching my mavens is how to stand out, right? So Steph, do you remember what I taught you this weekend about the notebooks? So, because that kind of goes right back to relationships, honestly. So share with them what I taught you about your notebooks. Do you remember?
With the notebook, you know, it's kind of a tracking mechanism. It's just to keep maybe track of who you're connecting with, you know, things that you talk about. For me, I always have so much going on. I stay so busy, especially with having 3 kids and 3 different school districts, and, you know, having family, the family dynamics can just get kind of crazy at times. So it's just a way to be intentional about that relationship and reminding you of things about people and to reconnect. Like, it's really sad to say, but I haven't seen my best friend in person in a year. And that really breaks my heart. And I know we're on a different journey right now, and, you know, we're doing different things, but it's important to, you know, the people that you want in your life, to nurture those relationships and to make time. So the notebooks was really exciting for me, not just for business to keep track so that I can follow up with people, but just in relationships so that I can be intentional about those people that I'm connecting with. Because if they're going to be in my life, my time is valuable. And I want to make sure that I'm investing and making, you know, wise use of that.
So along with that, I have made the mistake in my teams in the past. And so if you're on here and you're part of my teams in the past, I apologize, because I've learned a lot of lessons in the last 9 months. Let me tell you that. If I could go back in time, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing right now, is because I love network marketing. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I want to heal it and teach people what I wish someone had taught me. So one of the things, I was about the rank for a long time, because I kept getting told that got to go hit the next rank. You got to go hit the next rank. I had to earn auto bonuses and different things, but I always felt like it was never enough. And it's not anybody's fault. It's my own fault, because I needed to be my own CEO. And so, so be careful what you're taught, because I treated some people maybe not the way I should have treated them. Like I love people. Everybody knows I love my team. If you've ever been on my teams, you know I'm all about you. But at the end of the day, I've lost relationships because I did, like, I kind of had like, well, if you're not producing, I just got to put you in the back burner. And you know what, you guys, I get numbers count if you're going for goals, but be careful how you treat people in that process. So one of the things I'm now doing just in life in general, like Stephanie said, is if I'm connected with somebody for whatever reason it is, honestly, I'm writing notes on here. I'm asking, like, what's your, like, I'm trying to learn about them. Like, I can tell you my girl Lisa loves Bionic Women. It's in my book because I care about her. And so in building your numbers, and Stephanie and I were talking about this, sometimes we're so focused on the next that we forget that person. And so do you nurture that person, that relationship, once you've hit that one goal? Maybe you just think they got it. And how are you treating those people? Like, you know, I love sending out notes. I still try to do that. So really honoring the people that are in business with you, not just all of them. So I remember I was in Mary Kay for a while, and I remember them saying, I actually became a director and all that, but before I became a director, I remember them saying that, you know, if somebody walks in and they hadn't been there in a long time, don't say, hey, we miss you. Where you been? Just love on them. because
Yes.
life happens to all of us, right? And so I've been really thinking about that. Like if you're in network marketing, your goals are met by just helping the next person. And if someone's not producing the way you want them to, doesn't mean that you should stop loving them, right? It doesn't mean you disregard them. You love on them, you still keep in contact with them. It's why I love my CRM that I have now, that I can keep emails going, talking to people, massively, but make it personal at the same time. And so, you know what, Stephanie's right. At the end of the day, it's about, don't forget the people that got you where you're going. Every person counts. And sometimes we discount that. And so it is about the relationships. It's all about that. So Stephanie, tell me, I know you felt hurt a lot of times in network marketing, and I want to talk to the person that is sitting out here and they're feeling that right now. And I hear this all the time. Like, I don't think I'm ever going to do it again. I'm not going to do network marketing again. And you know what? That's okay. Maybe that really is the truth for you. But here's what I want to encourage you to do is, make sure you heal yourself, right? Sometimes it's resolving issues that maybe you've had. Go to the person and say, hey, this is how I felt. Maybe they don't even know that they did it to you, right? But at the same time, it's about, be careful. Look who you align yourself to, right? So Stephanie said to me, she just said it a little while ago, because she has a trust with me, I might come to her with some harebrained ideas, but she may not jump on board right away, but eventually she watches me and sees me. So like, this last company, she did that, right? I was actually very hesitant about approaching her because I'm like, oh my goodness, she's not going to believe this. Like, and don't think I'm a company jumper, like intentionally. That's not who I am intentionally. I've had to learn some very hard lessons in each story. So how do they, why did you give yourself, why did you join my program and give yourself another chance at opening yourself up to the next idea?
Actually, a lot of that came from community, from our Bible study and the relationships that I built there with other women. That helped to break down the barriers for me to want to trust again, so that I could be open and be myself. Because I believe a huge part of network marketing or building your brand is being authentic. And I wanted to be able to be authentic and open, to be able to be a leader, to be able to be involved in something again. I don't want to build a big tribe. I don't want people following me if I'm not ready. So I think that it really
huge.
Open me up and start to learn about myself so that I could break down the barriers that I had that were holding me back from success.
Yes. She owned it right there. That's, man, right there. So that was actually why I got to the first company, was because I was going through an ugly divorce. And I knew mentally I couldn't give to my team. I knew mentally I was going through some really bad stuff. I called the company and said, listen, I need to resign. I need them to be taken care of. So that's exactly right there. I knew myself too much because it was such an emotional period for me, that I couldn't do it, you guys. And so you have to know yourself. Being a network marketer is like emotionally, you got to have your emotional IQ ready. You got to be ready for it. And I feel like so many times I've been this girl, so I know we get excited about the hype, right? Oh, I'm going to do this. Oh, it's the, just getting in and all that. Not that that's a bad thing, but if you're not ready, I wasn't ready. Like, I'm now ready because I hired some coaches. I believe in coaching and mentoring in all areas. Like, I have a business coach. I have a spiritual coach. Like, I'm building my coaches in different areas because I want to be well-rounded and be healed and ready to lead massive teams. Like, I want to lead massive teams eventually, but I have to be ready. Like, I have to be able to, I can't lead somebody that I'm not willing to go, right? And so I love that you're being so authentic right now, Steph, because that's part of the problem out here. We want to hide. We want to act like we got it all together. And you know what? We're hurting the people that are trusting us by not being authentic. I love it. Thank you, girl, for that. I'm telling you, like, woo! My Splash 2.0, I'm like, woo, gotta get a drink of that. So, and so I think you said that, like, grow who you are, being authentic. I feel like that's another missing link in network marketing is, and I've been this person too. So this is why we're here, you guys. Let me just say this: like, we about to bring the house down. Share this video if you're finding value, because people just need to hear the truth. Because you know what, we can make it great again.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a pun on Trump, because you know what? At the end of the day, we can be change agents. So one of the things real quick I want to talk about is I see so many people, throwing their links out on social media. Been that girl. I've, done that so many times. I lost a lot of friends. But one of the things we've talked about, you and I have talked about stuff is, how to use social media, because it really boils down to attraction marketing. Are you repelling people or bringing them to you? Are they inboxing you saying, girl, what you up to? Or are they like, oh my God, if she talks about that one more time? I want you to look at yourself, because we're using that as a crutch not to have conversations. And I'm in Ray Hagden's group, the Rate Makers, and he's teaching us right now that at the end of the day, you're always going to have to go back to conversations. People think, oh, I can just create a marketing funnel and I'm good, I'll get leads. Guess what? They still have to talk to you. You still need to talk to them. And we're losing that because of social media. So social media is a great tool to use and leverage, but it can't be your only one, right, Steph? So we talk about that. You just said offline. Are you going to events? Are you meeting people? Make it about them and not you. Are you meeting people outside of your group? Are you going to other networking, communities? And actually, I'll just tell you guys, keep following me, because we're creating that. So if you are a maven CEO of any business, we're going to create a whole community. It's coming down the pipeline. I'm super excited about that. And where we can help each other, because at the end of the day, we all can win over here. I'm so tired of people thinking, I got to get to the top, and they kill their network in the process. They hurt people in the process. There's enough people out here for all of us. And guess what? If I really like you, I'm going to share. If I love your product, I have no problem. I have a big mouth. I will share it till the hills come home. So I'm a customer of a lot of different products right now. Just saying. So Steph, so we were talking about that. Like, I know relationships are huge for you. You're not always outgoing, right? Let's just be real. Dana's got the voice. So what's provoking you to kind of push yourself out of the comfort zone in that area?
I guess I'm just learning that the things that I'm afraid of are the things that I should really be doing. And so I'm trying to just be intentional and push past those fears. I haven't really had myself out there in a long time and haven't been in like connecting and in relationships with people. I've been really isolated. So I'm just trying to be intentional, especially on social media, in paying attention to what they're doing in their lives. So
yes, that is key, guys. That is key. So building relationships. Look for other mavens that are killing it and not your field, right? And say, hey, let's connect, because you swap networks. You have a network. Steph has a network. I have a network, and we work together. Guess what? We just doubled our network. That's where we're going wrong. We're about to change that up, because we can help each other. So it's about relationships. It's about being intentional. Quit spamming so much. Be intentional. Be about that person. Why should they hear you? Why should they listen to you? And this is one of the tips. I'll give you guys a big tip right here. Listen in. I teach this to my girls right here. What makes you special? Because most companies have thousands and thousands and thousands of promoters. And when you get somebody in a certain area, right, they kind of take over. And so you might have like a whole bunch of people in your area. So, if I'm looking at it, why should I buy from you? If I have, 20 people to choose from, what sets you apart? Right, Steph? So just remember that, you guys. You gotta be intentional, build those relationships. It takes time. So if you're even thinking about doing network marketing and you're not right now, start building your network. Build those relationships now, so that when you get ready, you can just blast it and go. That's why so many people join companies. They switch to another company. They're hitting big ranks quick. Why? Because they have a huge network. People that trust them. People that they've invested in. They're going to just go over. So you do your duty and invest in that. So Steph, you got any closing thoughts before we end this?
In mind. I'm just loving making and learning that it's really a lifelong process. It, networking is not just about an event. It's about building relationships and keeping them ongoing, and really surround yourself with people that you love and that you want to be with, that you want to do life with.
Yes. Who do you want to do life with? You can pick and choose, right? I guess I lost stuff. So anyways, thank you guys for joining. Stay tuned. We got more episodes coming. I'm super excited. If you're in the Michigan area, I'm going to be I'm looking for network mavens to actually host on here with me. I want to showcase you, but I want to talk to you first. I want to connect and get to know you, and let's make network marketing great again. Bye, guys.